Full Diaper Alchemist.
Alright, we're back with some more Final Fantasy 14. How you guys doing? How you doing, Octa? How you doing, Cryptic? And how you doing, Fried? Hope you're all doing well. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Excuse me. Hold on one second. Thought I got everything, but I guess not. How you doing, Carrot? Thank you for the 3-watch streak. Fried. See, you gotta do ultimate raids because you gotta get this title, bud. Is that a flying capybara? It is. Look at that. But yeah, you gotta get this title, Fried. The Alpha Legend. What are you doing, bud? You're missing this. This is PQ, huh? Where is it, bud? And also the capybara too, I suppose. Yeah, how you doing though, Carrot? Hope you're doing well as well. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, bud. How you doing? Yeah, we're back with some more Final Fantasy 14. Okay. Like Alpha Gay, huh? And I saw that. How the fuck do I get that? The title is just one of the ultimate raids. Easy, right? I think it's the Omegascape ultimate raid series. You know, I am work rough. I know, I know. Hopefully it eases up on you sooner than later. Sorry, 1 second. Making sure everything's working, because it feels like there's some things that are just delayed, but I don't know if that's because of the whole... What is it? The, I already forgot the name of it. I was telling other people about it today, too. The, CrowdStrike. Yeah, there we go. For those who don't know, what is it? This really well used like cybersecurity software called CrowdStrike, used in a lot of enterprise systems, essentially, or just like big corporations, right? An update got pushed last night that wasn't good, and the update essentially has a line that, or like a file in it that can brick systems and blue screens them. And because of that, there's now a global outage going across the entire world where a lot of companies have to now go in and manually fix it because it's shutting down their systems. Like, I think it was today, actually, like not too long ago, United, American Airlines, and Delta said they had to ground all global planes and everything because of the systems going down. So, it's... I feel really bad for whoever the fuck pushed that out. Like that update. How you doing, Konzo? Hope you're doing well, bud. So I don't know if like the Twitch servers are gonna have that too. Seems they're fine. So maybe they don't use it. I don't know. But we'll see. It just felt like there's a weird delay though, so I wasn't sure if that was me or something. This is it. Wachu Pello. Home of the Pelu Pelu. Waklamont should have arrived before us. Doing good, how about you? I'm vibing. That's not good. Oh, she being scammed. Come all this way for the right of succession? Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate then that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of a budding ruler. And a nation's ruler should dress her best for the adoring people, yes. Finery for our finest lady. That's right. Come, third promise, as my well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady. I like the sound of that. I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. What did we just talk about? When did you? Pro done this weekend, you there? Oh, what, for Ultimate Raid? Easy, yeah. True. So true. Ah, Shatona from far off Jacques Tarot. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survive them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment. Neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course. My shop door is always open. You're saying something about not being easily charmed? I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pelu people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Waklamat fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. Valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu Pelu. Let us all take Aaronville's word of caution to heart. Okay. All right. And when you go on like vacation to Florida, for example, don't let people put any kind of what is it, animals or clothing items on you, because then they're gonna be like, oh, nope, take a picture, come on, take a picture, you owe me 20 bucks, 20, 30, 40, 50. Wish I was kidding. Not my finest moment, I'll admit, but now that we're here, let's do what we came to do, find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Kral, Alizé, and I will speak with the merchants, while Clement, you and Aaronville might try approaching travelers and passerby. Fellas, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn out of use, let us relay it to the third promise. Hello? Hello? Is this gonna be another like Lalafels are the only ones allowed to go in situation? I'm gonna be pissed if that's the case. The Dawn Servant's Elector. Ah, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession, I take it. Me, I don't care much who sits the throne as long as they keep Terrell peaceful. People tend to not be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. Oh, right, yes, you're asking about that Elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading route, I heard that there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobley, could probably tell you more about it. Who the fuck is Tobley? Tobley! Tobley! Get your ass out here, buddy. Oi, you Tobley. Electors? Oh yes, I've heard about the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, huh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zeralja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers, in the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've been crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No, I would not. Very well. You said you want to know about the Elector. I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're no supporter of Zeralja or his policies. Okay, dickhead. Alright, cool. Alpaca fillet. Oh, wow. What do you guys think alpaca tastes like? I want to say it probably tastes like horse meat, but I've never had horse meat before, so I can't really, say how that tastes. Hello there, I'm Ablu. Did you have a question for me? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prize alpaca before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you. That stuff stinks. It happened to a visitor buyer not so long ago. Tobley, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobly noticing. He knows everything what happens on his ranch. Mm-hmm. This Tobly fella, huh? These look very fuzzy for some reason when you're running by them. Is it just me? Am I going crazy? Chat, is this for real? What? I ain't got shit. Oh, shit. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobly is the man to talk to about the contest. Now, if only they'd share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Can wave a couple bucks in their face. Really? He's also the head rancher. Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I say we pay a visit for the others to return. Oof. So we go running all the way back over there, huh? Okay, a lot of running. Back and forth. To and fro. By the way, Kanto, how far did you get in the story so far? I think last time we talked about it, you said you were in Shadowbringers, right? That is a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say I'm scared, of course. You started Endwalker? Ooh, let's go. Without spoilers then, how'd you like Shadowbringers? Excuse me, is one of these workers Tobly? Tobly? Oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobly often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade. Though, who among us could? Am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. So it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Tobly a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Excuse me. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Tobly. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Great. We can meet back here to start our share impressions. It was really good? Hell yeah. I'm glad. I hope you enjoy Endwalker then. Well, obviously I'm not Tobly. I mean, oops. Shouldn't have said that. You meant to find out for yourself who Tobly is, or if an elector isn't even in the village at all. Good luck. Uh-huh. Visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. I thought it was llamas that are the ones that spit, or are they the violent ones? Am I Tobly? Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promise in our entourage. Sharp instincts. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the rite of succession then? Uh-huh. You think I might be Tobly? Oh, well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. Okay. See, we're both done with our interrogations. So who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. I wasn't looking at their names, but I think it's the first one I talked to, so I don't remember if that's Diligent. I want to say it's Diligent. I really don't remember their names. Shit. The workers so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off our mystery ranch hands, so to speak. We should do the narrates at some point. Those are so fun. We know it's you, Tobly, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobly, head ledger of the Wachun Pillow, and head ranch of the family ranch. I'm also one of Gulu Jaja's chosen electors. Dude, these words. I'm losing my mind. In a place featured in the Tulia saga, just as we thought. I was right to trust in your instincts, and I wager this won't be the last time. She found you out fair and square, Tobley. And I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bid ended here.
Deducing the Dunservant's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
Right. Not hard at all.
There he is. I was wondering where that bozo was up to.
Zorolja.
I am told the head ledger, Tobley, is to be found here.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobley. That's part of the test.
You're Tobley.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed. With that amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge. Per the Dawn Servant's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered the number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one. You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
While I've not had the best experiences with alpacas, aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
Bring out the example!
The example. I love it.
This is a special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal, Third Promise?
Who? Me? Well, it should stay calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said. Ah! That little monster spat on me! Ah, oh, that stinks. I can't.
Bruh.
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly.
Me too.
Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed. Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived threats.
Wild valley breed like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out. They're also especially hardy.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but biddable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
That's all well and good, but did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
So, the task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell. And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to assist with the catching.
Well,
Alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
oh,
I'm to chase down the
Indeed.
fluffy,
Yeah,
spitting
totally not a
demon.
sus way to say
Have some
indeed,
help for
bub.
this unfit to rule?
you don't wonder. Thank you for the 10 bits.
As I said, the Dawn Servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge. And when you reach the end of the rite, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
Why do you got some big eyes? Put them away. Put those peepers away, buddy.
Very well. This won't take long.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
A beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
What a G.
So far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas. But that doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
I'm gonna fucking kill someone for rain to be back.
You were right, Orclamat. We thought we heard you scream.
I get that, Wonder. I feel that, bud.
The third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
Scream, in other words.
Did you find the Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
Oh. Oh, one sec. Pill time. It's pill time. Ugh. Whew. One second. Okay, I gotta figure out a bug. What is it? Just got a notification saying, oh, your once human drops happen. I'm like, oh, cool, because I got the once human brain rot, right? But it didn't. And Twitch is telling me it's stuck at 97%, even though I've been like lurking a bunch of different streamers playing once human. So now I'm just like, okay, what's happening? I don't get it. Oh well. Yeah, I get that though, Wander. The heat fucking blows. Hopefully it cools off soon enough. I had to go and wash the nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. Would you mind taking a sniff for me just to make sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. Ugh. Hey, I saw that look. Alright. As Wuklemat helped demonstrate, the Valley of Paka are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. Might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you have to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel in the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting to gil, that comes out to around 1 million or so. What the fuck?
This is a threat.
Stay idle. Perhaps if we all pitch in. Is my feat to accomplish? I want to feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money somehow. In that case. That basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for even more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. That's a nice gesture, but you think I can turn 100 pel into 1 million? That's 10,000 times more. We need 10,000 pel, not 1 million. So we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. Panicked and got it confused with Alphanod's million gil. Uh-huh. Alright. I'm not so sure about this trading idea. You almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. Let me help you with your deal making. Hello again, Mablu. I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler profession. It's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feat like you asked. As long as Wuklemat goes alone to capture Alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whoever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, Third Promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly, although, Felis, I think you should go with Wuklemat. You've seen markets and bazaars over the world over, and surely have sage advice to share. Oh boy.
I know a good deal when I see one.
In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I do such a thing. But I'll leave the wool with Felis anyways. The better to keep my hands free. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Yeah, how you doing, though, Crimson? Hope you're doing well. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Alright. Sorry. Yeah, we gotta pay attention. We gotta pay attention more. I attempted the Kagane tower puzzle. Guess you got stuck halfway last night? Oh. Hey, nice try, though. Yeah, that one's rough. That one's so rough. Yeah, I love your chosen gland for Don Trail. It's very fitting. Thank you. We are basically on our beach episode, you know? So it makes sense, right? It's the spot with the weird peg up past the flags, yeah. Yeah, that jump puzzle is rough. But it's a fun one to get. Very satisfying. Avely! Something I can do for you? We've come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle, is it? And how will you be paying for it? With the basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mezcal. I like to nurse a cup at the day's end when I finished, or while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you got yourself a deal. This bodes well for us, Third Promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in the thousands column. Hold on. Did you say Third Promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you the jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years at least. Bruh. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business prosper. Zoral Jah will go to war and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, Third Promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. A little shit. Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Palu pray for your victory, Woklamont. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still, others are unsatisfied with the quiet prosperity and crave the future the Second Promise envisions. They've become obsessed with innovations like the, dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havley, convinced that the First Promise's plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. What about you, Mablu? Aren't you one of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the account of what it was when the Yakwai ruled our village. Ooh. Tongue twisters like crazy. That's why I offered the help. I want you to become Dawn Servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well then, I guess I better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed. We just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up for the piece of Tuliol on the line. And neither will I. We will make you Dawn Servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration, so let's first try exchanging the wool for everything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Oh. Oh. Of course, the Weaver. Balnak was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision and he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to the road where we first met him. I thought Guild Wars 2 ones could be insane. This one's kind of eating the cake a bit, but not as insane as Chalice of Tears or Searing Ascent. I've heard of Searing Ascent, but the other one I haven't. Yeah. I think another thing too that doesn't help too is that Guild Wars 2 does feel more meant like it was more designed with platforming in mind, whereas Final Fantasy 14 really wasn't. It was kind of like tacked on. So I wouldn't be surprised that that also plays into why some of the jump puzzles in this game feel really rough. You know? This is the spot. After Balnock talked to us, he walked off to the south. And he was probably going to Ikuvlo's inn. Most visitors to Wuchen Pelo end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? Chelsea's tears was Ember Bay. Searing Ascent was Draconis Mons. Okay. Interesting. Is that an earth and water buff I see? An earth and water? I'm kidding. I gotta make sure I'm doing the ether compass because of this. Is that a funny feeling we're going to be coming across the ether currents or pretty close to us? Oh, there it is. I clicked it right when it said you discovered a new location. I'm like, that's not how the compass works. What? Hold on. And to the south. I'd be surprised if it's like up there. Dude, the music's so pretty. It's insane. I'm guessing that's what's his face's like band of mischief. Oh. Dude, I can't talk today. Can I have that basket, Fearless? Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Just saying that in front of the poor guy. Well, Nock, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Third promise, you wish to do business with me. Might ask what this is all about. I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Aww. Peace in Taral is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledge to preserve the peace with the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that could easily fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column. That's very generous, Balnock. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because Fearless remembered our Weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading, one which you've instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now, let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Fearless, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Aaronville will never let me hear the end of it. Jeez. All set. Our next deal is waiting to be found. I love that. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Usually I got shouted at during daily jump puzzles was max height Norn. Oh, you're awful, Crimson. I'm kidding. No, I appreciate all the What was it? Revenants? No. It wasn't Revenants, was it? What was the one class that was it Mystic something? Or am I thinking of another MMO? I probably am. That one class and everything that can do the, like, portals other people can take? Mesmer! There we go, yeah. Thank you, Crimson Cryptic. Yeah, Mystic Knight. I think Mystic Knight's Dragon... What was it? Dragon's Dogma, actually. Hold on. That's not even an MMO. Thief can now do portals... Wait, what? Interesting. Okay. How does that work? That's pretty cool, though, that another class is portals, though. Hmm. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock his shelves. Excuse me. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They have a fabulous sense of style. Excuse me, my throat's killing me, dude. I wonder if it's a mixture of like me getting sick and then, what is it? Past like week, I've been smoking every night with like these, like what is it, my THC pens and everything. And I don't normally smoke back to back to back like like what is it, at night and everything for as long as I have been. So I'm wondering if that's starting to catch up, you know? Ooh. Excuse me. Bear, how you doing, Trisk? You want to play Once Human tonight if you have time? Cryptic 2? I think last time we talked about it, I mentioned how, what is it, Fridays I have hangouts with my brother, so I won't be able to do it this week, like this Friday, but I should be able to, what is it, this weekend and everything, if you're down for that. Yeah, what is it? Apparently, I didn't realize it, but the world we chose and everything is the big streamer server, I guess, and it's filled to the brim to the point where she can't make a character on it, and because there's no server transfer at the moment, if she makes a character, she's just going to be by herself, sadly. Yeah, it sucks. I'm sure there probably is space somewhere, but it kind of sucks how they don't have an easier system telling you, hey, these ones are empty, these other ones are not, you know? What about the wipe? I'm sure that's going to contribute to it, but who knows at this point, you know? But she's still going to have to wait like another 5 weeks or so before that happens. There's kind of DC trial dinos. Oh, we're talking about Once Human, Crimson. I'm sure we'll play Sunday after you cancel certain plans with specific friends. Well, now I'm going to. Because you obviously want me to, it seems, by bringing it up. It's a nice sturdy poncho, but the design is traditional. I don't think fashion is part of the appeal. So only those people with practical need would be interested. Wait, that's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for the person without a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. There you go. We find the demand for our supply. So where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Checked all the ones they were recommending me, they're full. Did you check the full list then as well, or just the recommendation then? Because you might just have to, like, sadly check every single server bit by bit if you just want to play it, which sucks. You're going to regardless? Damn. You think that low of me, huh? You really just don't want to hang out Sunday, do you? Damn. That hurts, Fried. That hurts. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of them old jaw hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or sellswords. Mamulja, who soldier for a living, prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. So even if they have bared shoulders, Mamulja carrying arms can be struck off the list. Yo! Let's see. No coat or cloak, but also no weapon. We might have a winner. Oh there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a toolmaker from Tuliolo, and was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the Pelu I'm a man who takes pride in his appearance and therefore his works as well, but now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. What a splendid poncho. This would be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. We'd be willing to part with it if you would like to make a trade. For one of your fine tools, perhaps? What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. The blade looks sharp, the haft well made. I'd value it at 1 pound in the thousands column. Oh, from 500 to 1,000, we have a deal. Wonderful. Fine garments such as this should put me on even footing with any Pelu merchant. Like the eponymous owner of Miplu's mate garden, for one. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate, and I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. No matter, I have other wares to sell. Glad I am to have met you. Check the full list of them, and when they suggested ones to me saying one was full, they were full too. Jesus. So I'm wondering then if you just, what is it? If they really are, like, every single server's full, or if you're having that login bug I had the other day where it said the same thing to me. Like, everything was full, and I'm like, wait, what? It's like, you won't even let me back onto my own server? Excuse me? Hold on. Okay. Weird, very weird, but yeah, the game's having a lot of issues, but it's also really popular. It feels like it's growing in popularity too over time because I'm guessing a lot of the, what is it? A lot of the fear-mongering going on with the game is gone now. And now that a lot of people that are playing it are like, hey, this game's actually pretty good, people are kind of going towards it, but who knows? Did y'all see the explosion going on in the IT sector? Yep. Oh, yeah. I'm just giving up on playing Once Human? No worries. I guess next time I bug you to play a game with me. At least we'll make you, or have you make a character first, you know? Hey, but it's all good. None of us really could have seen this happening, to be fair. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Did you hear that? We found our next buyer. To Miplu's mate garden we go. Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. It's good practice for you, Lawak. These ones will be the calm type, right? Yeah, fuck if I know. From 500 to 1,000. I could? Really? How so? Too busy playing Monster Hunter? Ew. Huh? What does Monster Hunter have to do with this? What? Huh? Well done recognizing that Toolmaker is a potential customer. If you have a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. Thanks. Do wish Island Sanctuary had a retainer bell and repair moment, but sometimes just annoying to leave the island. I get that. Surprised it doesn't have a retainer, but I wonder if that might mess with some spaghetti code over there or something. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this, alright? With that, I suppose we should hop on alpacas, or the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. Ready to go? Let's mount up. Sure. Woo! Oh, they're adorable. I love their run animation, actually. This is cute. You'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for riding, no matter what you say. Without our alpaca friends, we Pelu would never have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all this way across Tyrol? Ooh, that's cool. That's a cool shot, like over a cliff. I swear that mountain is too tall to be real. Workor Zormor. Wasn't that the name? A forbidding sight, isn't it? One I've never appreciated up close. This is a pretty cool way to handle a quest. I don't think they've done this before. So, Mablu, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for ranch work? No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. Whoa, shooting star, make a wish, chat. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you buy the taming saddle, though, then I'd be proof I can do this after all. In that case, you'd best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. I want my own alpaca mount. Endwalker is on? Ah, that's right, that's right. I forgot about that quest, wow. To be fair, it has been years. Holy shit. It's been years since Endwalker came out. That's insane to me. 2021. That's unreal. That's too crazy. Ah. We made it without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ukuvlo's Inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobly took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes, and everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. Why is that insane? They typically... Yeah. Well, I know they do one every 2 years, but it's more so just... It's been like 2.5 years though, Fried, you know? Do you still remember when you and I were both super stoked for Endwalker to come out and actually see the story? Stop being cringe streaming. Oh my god. Such a fucking hater, dude. And he throws money at me to make up for it, huh? I see right through you. Good morning, Tyler. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. I ever that. As it's mate harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatches. Add to that Woklamat's way with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Meeple over there, or herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise, and let's get to bargaining. Joined after the Shadowbringer patches, if I recall. And now, how we're not stoked for this one? Well, not nearly as stoked, yeah. I don't know if there's any, like, what is it? If there's ever going to be hype that matches Endwalker. Bro? I'm cutting you off from the birthday gift idea now. You're on your own, bud. You've already paid it with all this. Congrats. You have that little axe for me. Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. Kind of reminds me of those videos I've seen of people in RuneScape, like, trading upwards. Like, to try and get something really fancy. I don't remember if I've ever seen a video of somebody trading upwards to a party hat, but I think I saw, like, something like... Somebody traded with, like, what is it? I think leather. And they managed to... Or no, cowhide, I think it was. And they managed to trade it all the way up to, like, what is it? Excuse me, like God Wars armor and some shit that's worth like a few million. And I was like, damn. You're Miplu, the owner of these fields? I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, the Third Promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I'll offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pal in the thousands column. The same price as a hatchet. Steel will bring us no closer to mezcal. If I may, Mistress Miplu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. Uh-oh. We've missed the window for demand. In that case, we have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. Generous Steel here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worth a consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. These innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming. And I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wuklamot. That is why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. Honestly, fair. I suppose it is fair given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? Oh, as a matter of fact, I would. Until Koana's reforms come about, I can always use more hands in the field. And you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Added value to tip the scales. How could I forget one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you'd like, Mablu. Fearless and I have made together. Mablu over there. Stupid, stupid Mablu. Oh. Oh no, I'm helping too. Oh. Off to the fields then. And mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. More than 30 minutes to do leveling queue. Gonna cry in low-level machinist. Oh, jeez. Reminds me of the trading myth where the star was a straw. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, what is it? Those business bros or whatever that do the whole, like, oh, if you watch my lessons, I can help make you rich for just a cheap cost of $5,000. You'll be entered into my course and I can help make you rich just like I am. And they're just like, you gotta start with the basics. You gotta get that good rise and grind mindset. You gotta trade from the bottom and make it to the top. It's like, thanks. Thanks, real helpful. Alright, guys, we gotta go to break, so I'll see you in a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Full Diaper Alchemist. full diaper alchemist.
Alrighty. Now let's go pick some leaves. I should probably make some tea at some point, see if that helps with my throat. Excuse me. Welcome to the mate leave fields, motherfucker. God, the music in this expansion has been so beautiful. This expansion has just been such a beautiful time too, like visually and audio-wise. I wonder if it's cold, like here, actually. Because even though it seems bright and sunny, for example, right? We are in the mountains, so I'm sure it's like a weird, like, wind chill kind of stuff, right? Found an article on the myth if you'd like it shared. Sure. Let me do this. There you go. Brought me some leaves, then. Kind of reminds me of another story I saw where, what was it? I think it's like somebody managed to trade like a bike. I think they were able to like trade upwards with a bike to get like a old used Mustang or something like that. I thought that was pretty cool, and that seemed believable in a way, you know? It's like I think the kid or whatever managed to trade the bike to somebody for like a really old beat up car. Then took the old beat up car and everything, traded to somebody else, etc., etc. Yeah, we bought our share as well. Sorry, 1 second. All right. So what's the temperature like in the high Andes then? Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold to your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I'm prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate. Bought at the shop, 1 sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. And we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk of contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutually agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. How you doing, Ground Dog? Yeah, I just saw your post and everything while on break, and I was like, let me toss in this suggestion, you know? Yeah, hopefully maybe changing around the different servers might help with the issue, but who knows? Ah, Blue, what's wrong? As I was saying before, even after everything Tobley's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I need your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobley to accept my decision then? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Toral's peace, and becoming Dawn Servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tobley held the same opinion, so talk to him. Just replied to it as servers are set to be picked automatically, but all of them seem to be crap. Interesting. What's picking it automatically? Is it that tool and everything? I have a tool to test quality for the Twitch servers? Right. So then I wonder if it is something on your end then, in that case. Looks like 42 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit for general temperature. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, so it would be a bit chilly, which makes sense with the ponchos, I think, you know? Helps with the, what is it? I'm guessing, wouldn't it be a high UV index? If I'm using the right terminology here. Like the sun essentially beating down you, but then having like cooler wind temperatures and all that. Possibly all the Microsoft issues today? Major... Oh, like the whole crowd, the CrowdStrike stuff? Yeah, maybe. It could very well be, to be honest. That CrowdStrike, though, I feel so bad for all IT out there in the world right now dealing with that. Oh my god. How you doing, though, Ileana? Did you see the whole thing, Ileana, where, what is it? I don't know if you're, like, in America, for example, but... what is it, the three big, what is it, airlines essentially had to ground all global flights. I think it was like Delta, United, and then American Airlines. They had to ground all flights because their systems were using it. That's crazy. That's insane to me. And I saw somebody else bringing up a good point too, where we won't really see the effects this is going to have on the world for like a good week or so, because... You know, you have a lot of shipping agencies, too, that are relying on this, like the software. And if their systems are down, then a lot of shipping essentially is going to get delayed. Oh, won't turn this into a tech... No, you're all good. You're all good, Ground Dog. If anything, I'm the person that what is it? Each time I see a tech problem or whatever, even if it's not mine, I'm just like, And I just kind of go into that, like, what is it, solving mode. But I always try to at least ask first. I don't want to be that person that, like, you know, somebody just talks about an issue they're having. I'm like, oh, here's what you need to try. Because that's not enjoyable, you know? But, yeah, maybe it just might be issues today with the whole CrowdStrike stuff, Ground Dog. I'm really sorry you're dealing with all that, though. My speed is both upload and download, right? But I know there could be other things leading into, like, the bitrate on Twitch, for example, but... I don't know. What tool are you using, if you don't mind me asking? Because maybe the tool itself is having issues? Who knows? 911... Oh, wow. 911 systems went down. I didn't know that. Holy shit. That's scary. Fuck. I hope nobody gets seriously hurt because of it. Wow. My ether character was a Miko or a Hoth. We could say there's a cat stuck on a tower in Kagane. Nice. Twitch test 1.5 too. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that, actually. I mean, if you're still having the issue later, like after stream, I can try downloading it myself and then see what kind of results it's giving me. Because so far today, my bitrate's been pretty stable, but if it tells me there's issues, then it might just be the program itself, but I don't know. Liable last time I used it? Right. I don't think this is using the whole CrowdStrike stuff, though. Yeah, so I don't know. That's very strange, though. Had a friend test for me? Ah, okay. Yeah, so then I wonder what's going on with your end, then. How you doing, Nadri? Hope you're doing well. Speaking of... Nadri, you see the whole CrowdStrike stuff? Oh, boy. Thank you for the advice. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. Thanks for the alpha, though. Of course. Sorry, I can't give you much more help or advice, though. Off the top of my head, at least. I mean, if you haven't already, try restarting your computer. Maybe, like, your Ethernet drivers on the motherboard just didn't start up properly or something, you know? Or maybe some other system in your... like, on your machine, for example, didn't boot up properly. As silly as that sounds, like, that's happened to me once before, literally. My internet was dog water, I restarted the computer and it's fine again. It's like, okay, cool. But, yeah, I'm sure you've already tried that, though. Doing still in a back and forth shouting match with Square over the bullshit account banning? Oh? What happened? What's next, then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pal? No, I think we're close enough now. I said we go straight for the premium mezcal. Bargain our way into double the value, huh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. Uh-oh. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Koana and Zoral Jaw? I mean, of course I am. I'm Wuk Lamad of the Dawn's Promise after all. Okay. Long story short, they're saying I was macroing at the time I wasn't even playing the game. Then they say that the account logged in from an abnormal IP, but are saying unless I can prove that I wasn't using a VPN at the time. Jesus. Did somebody hack your account or something? I mean, if anything, maybe just check, like, you can try and prove it by, what is it? Going to your account details and then showing just you weren't subbed at the time. But if you weren't playing at the time and everything, I don't know. The only way I can think about it is if, you know, somebody hacked your account when you had an active sub and everything, but if you weren't subbed... Excuse me. Okay. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Aaronville's point. Ready then? Our next stop is the Mezcal Distillery. So what is Mezcal, though? Is it just tea? I don't know what it is exactly. So I'm assuming it's just the mate leaves we're using right now. It's turned into the Mezcal, right? Northwest! That is annoying, though. Sorry you have to deal with that, though, Nadri. Had ISP resetting my connection, too? Right. Yeah, maybe it's just something on Twitch's end, then. It's just getting real fucky today. I'm so sorry. Oh, Shath! No, it's right there. Whoops. So ended of July of last year, and whoever got into my account used Krista or whatever it's called to pay for a month in November, which is when the macro occurred. Interesting. Did you just have like a bunch of Krista on your account then? That really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Nadri. Might be one of those issues, and you just have to keep spamming support until you get somebody that actually wants to talk to you about the situation, like, in an agreeable manner, because that is pretty ridiculous, like a claim, like prove you weren't using a VPN. Doesn't really make sense. Wait, should I have been using the compass on the way here? I should have. All right, hold on. We're going back, chat. Proven negatives on, yeah, that's not really possible, Squeenix, yeah. Because I've seen that before where sometimes people, not with Square Enix, but just other accounts, they have to keep, like, even though it's like, yeah, ban can't be lifted, yeah, sorry, you need to prove this, yeah, sorry, they just keep messaging support until they get somebody else that's like, all right, let's sit down and talk this out. And that might be what you have to do then. Unfortunately, it sucks you have to, but... Little side note though, everybody please be sure you have two-factor authentication on all your accounts if you can. Please, please, please. That stuff helps immensely. I thought I can get up. Maybe I still can. Come on. Come on. Like an angry chihuahua trying to climb up a fucking cliff. You have two-factor authentication online? Really? I don't know what to tell you then. You weren't macroing yourself, were you, Anadri? Yeah, I'd say just keep spamming them with, keep spamming support. God, that's a cool view. Okay, let's see. 280 south. Depending on how south it might be in the second section. Might be over here though. I can see it doing that right there, yeah. That's really cool. Creature design. Oh! I made eye contact! I don't see a reason why you wouldn't 14. I'll just give my money to Lord of the Rings Online. Square wants to be like that. I think it's up to an angry not agave. Yeah. Oh, there it is. A mountain bear. What the? Brothers, please. We need not fight. Sorry, 1 second. One second. One second. One second. Yeah, that one's gonna be up there though for sure. All right. Okay. Back to the village. It's time to go conduct capitalism. Oh. 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 Leave me, spirits. Leave me, beast. Away. Away. God, that's a brainworm that's never gonna leave. Just, what is it? The bloodborne villagers with the torches. I swear. I just realized, hold on. Something ain't working, chat. Hold on. I know Sammy mentioned having some issues with the newest OBS update. Oh, there it is. Yep, Sammy broke again. Love it. Yeah, what is it? Apparently the newest OBS version has some issue with the WebSocket stuff, I guess. And Sammy's just having such a problem. With connecting. Hey, it works now. I fixed it. I did it. Leave me alone. Where did I take a wrong turn? Hold on. Oh boy. Pivot. Pivot. All right. Failed to jump? No. I'm so sorry to hear that. And back up the wall we go, Crimson. Well, or not well. We'll want to speak with a man named. We want to speak with a man by the name of Gobbly. Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Felis, perhaps Wooklamot could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Alright. There's not much I can say about Gobbly, but I can tell you what Gobbly's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around agave jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure set ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Me? I'm a chef from Tulial. I often come here to buy Gobbly's mezcal, the finest in Tural according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less potent refreshments during such conversations. Else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. Gobbly might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of Sunperch. Okay. Let's go up to another person. I heard Gobbly's a bitch. He's like, whoa, hey, relax, all right, come on. Oh, that person has an alpaca. Oh, yeah. It's very cute. Be able to have Bear or do jump puzzles, then I just teleport to him? Got to the balcony, that's good at least. Yeah, Crimson's currently doing the Kagane jump puzzle cryptic. Oh, shit, I accidentally skipped. Fuck. Oh, we can make use of all those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobley is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring Wuk Lamont. Wait, where is it? Gobley? Are you up there, Gobley? Gobley? Excuse me, Gobley. You have business with me, sir. Why don't we have a talk below as to not distract the alpaca from his work? Now, what's this about? Keep it brief, if you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal, assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have Pel, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. Well, pack it up. Let's go home, everybody. No deal, just like that. Still, I hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hubigo chief, is the same, or chef is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Ah, you're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hubigo friend, but did not realize myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Should we offer to call the monsters causing them trouble? Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. Ugh. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is certainly taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I can secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Volok Shunsa. It would be such a shame to miss the chance of a lifetime simply for want of better, proper garments. Damn. You look raggedy as hell. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bal Nuk, and his works are highly regarded in Tulial. As a supporter of Wuk Lamont and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. This is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite fully balancing. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in the agave jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly, I'd be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense and the introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Ooh, look at that. I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment and Felix and I will take care of the prowling nuisances. Nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bal Nok. The fields you're looking for are just north of Huachun Pelo. Be safe. Sounds good, boss. After I finish this in the Lamppost Vistas, I'll continue Stormblood MSQ. That Lamppost Vista is gonna be rough. Crimson, I just hope you're ready for that. Unless you can get somebody who's already up there to like blue mage you up there essentially. Or like you blue mage yourself up there, that's gonna be a rough one. I believe though. I believe in you, Crimson. To the north. Whee. Yeah, blue mage, that's good then. Northeast. Oh shit! I'm autopiloting. I looked over at my phone because what is it? It was starting to glow there, and I was just like, oh. I want to say blow up, but it's not. Alright. Who am I killing? Come on. Hello, Skelly. So many wonderful streamers hanging out today. I appreciate it, y'all. It means a lot. How you doing, though? Hope you're doing well. We got Skelly, who's a wonderful streamer. Nadri, who's pretty fun to hang out with. Hiliana, who does such great stuff. Excuse me. Oh, Ground Dog. Oh my god, excuse me. It's fun watching play Warframe and everything. Oh my god. Skelly, what'd you do to me? Hold on a second. Ugh. Holy fuck. You gave me the hiccups there. Oh my god, hold on. I'm gonna just chug some water. Hold on. Okay, fuck. Ugh. Maybe the shout, of course. Always. Yeah, and I always like shouting out cool people, genuinely. And I really do appreciate y'all showing up to hang out. I think I cured the hiccups, though. You just tell yourself you're not a fish? I should've, yeah. I like to do the whole, what is it? I put a lot of water in my mouth, hold it there, and just don't breathe. As like, I think it's like supposed to be a combination of like a few different methods people have or whatever. And I just found that works for me. Maybe it's just the anxiety of like, if I hiccup, I'm either going to choke myself out or I'm going to spew water everywhere. And something about that just, it helps. I don't know why. I don't know what you mean. Huh? What do you mean you don't know what I mean? Except a compliment in Liana. You know what? Another compliment then for Eliana. She kicks ass at fucking fighting games. I remember tuning in one time, she's like, oh yeah, I'm just trying out Guilty Gear real quick, you know? And I tune in another time, she's kicking ass like nothing. And I'm just like, okay. What the hell? That was so fast. Just tell yourself, yeah. Did nothing, you are a victim of your own sin. Huh? Bruh. Oh god, I got like a weird bubble in my chest now. Y'all giving me like a chest bubble. Like agita. See how it is? Don't mention your girl. My girlfriend stinks. She's smelly. She's funny sometimes, I guess. So you don't think I'm a good streamer? You're such a liar. You're such a fibber. We're throwing hands, dude. We're fighting. We're fighting now. It's on site. Cryptic's cool, I guess, too. Feel bad though shouting you out sometimes, even though I still want to shout you out. I know you said what is it, a few times before, when I do shout you out, you're just like, well, I'm not streaming at the moment. You know what you should do though, everybody? Hold on, let me do this. I could do something better, actually. Y'all should go check her YouTube. She's been doing the Nuzlocke, like a Monster Hunter World Nuzlocke playthrough and everything herself, but then doing it in edited videos instead of a stream. And she's been making some pretty good progress, and you guys should go check it out. Excuse me. Oh, not again. Now she's giving me the hiccups. Yeah, back to balcony, good stuff. Kings got the all clear and had their first round of shots. Now getting the arrangement set up for Casper to get fixed first. That's good, at least. I'm glad to hear everything's going well with them. That's my wife, you fool, huh? Get appreciated, nerds. Exactly. Wonderful streamers and content creators, one and all. How are you, though, Vampy? Hope you're doing well. Ugh. You know that explosion there, just slamming the ground and having it explode? It's growing on me. Just some fucking obnoxious tourist running around the agave farms, killing pests. Upped, hopped, hopped, hopped. Hopped, 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 hopped. Oh. Come out, wherever you are, little buggy. They're immune to stuns? What? Unacceptable. And now we're gonna finish it off with just a fell cleave. Easy peasy. Alright. Can't do spay for the girls till October, November. Right. Bear asked how I was doing, but didn't answer her. I hate her. Huh? Wait, what? I'm leaving. The star pool is done. Huh? Oh, what happened? Ah, I'm well. This is my first day off in a while. Ooh, hey, that's good to hear, though. I mean, you've been killing it, though, in general, to be fair. In terms of content creation, everything, then what is it? You're still doing commission work stuff, too, right? You've just been very busy lately, Miss Ma'am. Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this was no challenge at all. Dude, I feel like I'm about to start hiccuping again. It's throwing me off so much. Again, it's like that weird bubble in my chest. It's like... feels like there's just a bunch of air trapped in there. Somebody like punch me in the chest real hard real quick, you know? Just crack my sternum real quick. This thruple is so back. You're saying thruple. Who is this thruple? Because are you leaving Vampy out or me out then? I feel like you're meaning it so that one person gets left out now. So what's happening? I was made for this moment? Made for this moment, huh? Cracking my sternum? Quadruple? I get part of the throw. Exactly! Ileana's just sitting there watching too, Skelly. What the fuck? You're just gonna cuck Ileana like that? I swear. Ileana, I'm sorry. I'm sure you and I both weren't expecting you to be cucked today, but... I guess it's just one of those Fridays, you know? Oh, Chewy, what the hell? Firefox is pinging that Chewy of all sites has DRM for audio video? What the? Okay, 5-part poly relationship. Not the typical Friday for me. Oh my god. Like the idea of Skelly just sitting there with a notepad being like, okay, hold on. Let's figure out the logistics here. Do I get another wife that is Ileana? Oh my. Alright, let's head back to the distillery. That's all that's left to give Mablu the sack of leaves, and then she can seal the deal. What do these remind me of? They remind me of something. I can't tell if it's something from Pikmin or if it's just a... What is it? It's like the something bears. What are those little creatures that can like survive in space? Anybody know what I'm talking about? I'm not crazy. I swear. We have meetings on Saturdays. Oh, true. Tardigrades, yeah. Kind of reminds me of tardigrades for a bit. Even though they don't really look... Hey! Oh! Oi! Settle down, settle down. You're freaking me out. All right. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of tardigrades, though. You know, hold on. Let's pull up a picture real quick. Can I look up a picture of a dead tardigrade real quick? Like, I know it's not exactly the same, especially with the images I'm seeing right now, but like, I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of it. Yeah, let me do this here. I'm gonna pull up this picture as a family here, y'all. Sounds like this part of me wishes I had like a, what is it, show your desktop kind of situation for my stream setup, but that just makes me anxious. Yeah, this. Hold on, let's... Can we do this? What if I... Here, I'm being super lazy with this. I know. Here, alright. Now look at that. Just zoom in and enhance yourself, alright? Yeah. Here, hold on. Hold on. We're going to investigate up close. Let me just pass some gas here real quick. Oh. Ow! Look at that. Carbon copy, not even close, but kind of. See, if you, what is it? If you look at it like, if this was the head instead, carbon copy, alright? Yeah, see? Prove my point. What can I say? Thank you. Please, hold the applause, everybody. I know. Oh, what can I say? To the south. Alright, so that's the, yeah, down there. Wait.
Monkey.
I totally see it. That's good. At least somebody else sees it. Oh, thank God. Moss bear? Is that what they're called too? Run, monkey man, run! I don't like this being. I don't care if it has autonomy. I will squish it. Oh my God. Can you live in, what is it, the confines of space? Is that even a confine, actually? Would that even count? Classify as confine? Let's look up the definition of confine. Confine, to enclose within bounds, limit, or restrict. But space is infinite, so therefore, can you be confined to space? Because you could argue, oh, but if you're confined in space, you're not allowed back on the planet. However, the planet is within space, so therefore, are you still confined? Yes, I am just bones, no lungs. Get with a bear. Oh, true. My apologies. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now, if I could just have the sack of leaves. Oh, fuck. I misclicked. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobbly. Here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Bull Knock, as we agreed. Then the deal's done. Here. Your jug of premium mezcal aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. So what's stopping that other person from just being like, you know what, maybe I need 5-year aged mezcal? Bear convinced me to actually go do my work. Listen here, Leon. You were put onto this planet to do greatness, okay? And you have already done such amazing things, but you know what you need to do? You need to go push even further beyond. You need to go beyond the boundaries of your previous perspectives. You know what I'm saying? So as the great Carrot once said, go, do work, commit crime. Quoted by her herself, you know? Trust. What kind of work stuff you got to get done today? Or is it just basic, like, chores? Excuse me. Yeah, what kind of stuff you got on the docket? You could knock it out easy, quick like, I bet. Trying to get another ASMR video done? Exactly. See? Go think of the, what is it? The tardigrades. Tardigrades? Mardi Gras? Yeah, tardigrades. Think of the tardigrades. What would tardigrade do, Ileana? I guarantee you, if you were to put an ASMR mic in front of a tardigrade, it wouldn't know what to do with it. But you know what you would do with it? You would make an amazing ASMR video. That's what you would do. When in doubt, Ileana, tardigrade it out. You understand? Vampire VTuber suddenly turned into a tardigrade. ASMR gone sexual. I believe in you, Ileana. That's getting a pin. Jesus. I love that. Mr. Jump again? Sure need better eyes? Nah, it's just a rough one, Crimson. You got this, though. The deal here is done. Here. Oh, we already read that. Get out of my sight. Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise. But let's not celebrate until we had the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Aww. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand. For now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Like Zoink Scoop. We really just conducted a black market deal. Oh. Alright, we did it. I have a funky, funny feeling that the guy's gonna now walk back his deal, but we'll see. We'll see. Even at the palace, I don't think I've held a 10,000 pel jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again? Please don't say that. Luckily, Havley's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. But actually, Chet convinced me to write a joke ASMR where Danny DeVito and I merge consciousness, and I'm struggling to get started because I don't know how to write. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you, so do you have an idea of like wanting to take bits from Danny DeVito? Or is it just going to be like, Danny DeVito, what are you doing here? And just do like uncomprehensible screaming and guttural noises for a good 4 to 5 minutes straight. And then it just turns into Ileana, but talking like Danny DeVito does. What's the plan here, Ileana? This could be like a Parasite situation, or maybe a Thing situation with Danny DeVito. You know? At some point, one or both of you gotta start blasting. Trade we've been working towards. Ooh. Phew, still in one piece. Right, time to make our deal. That is going to be a funky one to start with, though. I feel like when you get the intro figured out, though, Ileana, the rest might come naturally. I hope. As weird as that sounds for such a scenario. But it feels like a scenario that just snowballs, you know? Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. I've never really written a video like that before, to be fair. I've never actually written for a video at all. There was, like, video projects in high school, but that doesn't really count. Get your tools ready, Sadler. We brought your precious mezcal. Get wrecked. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? You had nothing, a few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Although I'd sooner aid no claimant but Zoral Ja, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu. The trade is a fair one, and I will craft your saddle, third promise. Great. Stay and wait if you'd like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Is it just me, or do their helmets or hats kind of remind me of, like, Donald Duck in a way? You know? They kind of got, like, a duck bill going on there. Link the wiki article on Made if you'd like. Made is an Elix? A holly? What do you mean by that? Yeah, if you don't mind linking it, sure. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time with it with one of my saddles. They are duck-like, right? So what is it? Mate. Okay, mate. Caffeine-rich infused herbal drink. It's made by soaking dried yerba mate. Leaves in hot water and is traditionally served with metal straw. Oh. Interesting. Thank you for that, Crimson. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. I can taste that smooth mezcal already. We did it! The saddle is ours. And to think we started out with only 100 pel basket of alpaca wool. Mablu, you're going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that, third promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. Oh. Nice. Learn on an Ask Reddit post. You do not stir the drink with that straw or you'll clog up the bombilla. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Weeb. God, I can just imagine my legs being cut to shreds by trying to walk through plants like that. Alright, we do have to go to break. So I will see you guys in a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Full Diaper Alchemist. full diaper alchemist.
Alright, we're back. How you guys doing? Straight the blue jeans, hell yeah. Okay, I'm actually gonna try and work. I'll be back later for on. Hell yeah. Appreciate the lurk. Hope you do a good job with your job stuff. The work stuff. I can't do words, dude. Brain keeps going flat. My brain is like crappy seltzer water that's been left out on the cabinet for too long. And it's now gone flat and bitter. Alright. Alright. Let's get it going. You've acquired the saddle then. Yes, and thanks in no small part to the Mablu. To the Mablu? To Mablu. Oh my god. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. Uh-oh. I know. This is something I need to learn. Oh my. Those are the eyes of a fucking killer. A trained sniper. Oh, that was easy. Great sunken gods, I did it. That's cute. He hardly seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting of Wuklamat's touch. That is because of a singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. Oh, you're only now noticing that? Zoral, he's back. What the fuck? Huh? And done exactly what he set out to do. The alpaca he's brought, is it just me or is it glowing? I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? Beast knows it's better. It's faced with overwhelming strength. It will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Wuklamant. Alright, dickhead. Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the golden city, and then Toral can remain at peace. Everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war's merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Turiel all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth have they basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as tragedy but opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much needed lessons in the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. 'Tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged through the violence you proposed, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fight back against their oppressors, as well they should. Men are not beasts, only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Gulul Jaja did not elevate the Mamul Jah, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only Toliol, but the star in its entirety. Why? I need not explain myself to you. Well done indeed. The first promise is completed. The feat of gold with an appropriately golden flourish may present to you your much-deserved keystone. He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even with Koana. Oh, it's like we're not even family. I'll ponder Zoral John his mysteries later. Right now I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle, I practice how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Arun Kanka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Walklamat off on our hunt. That's just a golden alpaca. Oh my god. Alright, so where are we going? This way? Alright. Did it done the other day. Attempted Rathalos EX solo Red Mage. Level 100 Red Mage can be Rathalos EX, but the 3 stacks hurts. Yeah, I can imagine. I did hear though, apparently, what is it? Level 100 classes can now like solo a lot of EX Stormblood stuff, right? But apparently with Rathalos, if you burst too quickly, you can actually kill it before you even get a chance to cut the tail. Which is insane to me. I can do this. I know I can. Charon Walklamat. Alright. That goofy ass voice.
Good luck there, Promise!
Thanks. I'll need it. Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too. Right. I'm off.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I. Walklamat is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
But aren't you a Shaitana from Shak Tural? Why did you cross the salt?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Charlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking, and I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding this city of gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City. Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Just so.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Do you hear that?
I did it.
You're utterly spent, and small wonder.
Well done, Third Promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
Alpaca's cute. I'm so relieved the third promise came back to us safely. And the alpaca she tamed is a healthy looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feet of gold. Buana buana ta. Knowing the Pelu Pelu. Well, Clement still seems a bit unsteady on her feet, hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away fatigue like magic, though? Mate tea. I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive. Why is he in shorts? Why not? I'm ready for my beach episode. As Mablu so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. You got a problem, huh? Sun's out, guns out, you know? Same with the thighs. Come on, gotta get a tan. Get a sweat going. Whoa. Oh. Excuse me. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Came back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea then. Wilclamont can't be that far behind. Ooh, that tea really is magical. I feel better already. Going home, drive safe, Cryptic. So you become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends? Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Aww. Welcome back, Third Promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? Yes. There's no mistaking a valley alpaca. Check DMs when you can. Okie dokie. Twitch is drunk at 8 display of channel points bits. Uh-oh, you might have to refresh. Commend you on your success. Well done. We did it. Nice. Good stuff. Although I couldn't find a shiny one like Zeral Jaw did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They're elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person has known I've caught one before, that being Galul Jaja himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's stories say. It was before the founding of Tuliol, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yak Hoi, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were wretched days, to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came the young Galul Jaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn Servant. Our people were amazed by this imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yak Hoi in stature and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Galul Jaja showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Galul Jaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pelu from the Yokoi's subjugation. He then turned an appraising eye upon our riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering amity between the clans. So it was that a few words from Galul Jaja transformed us into a clan of itinerant merchants. I never heard the bond Papa forged with the Pelu spoken of in that way before. The saga is not so detailed. And you may not know that Galul Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for this trek up into the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca. So both my brother and my father caught the rarest of creatures, while an ordinary one was the best I could manage. The feat required no more than that, Third Promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Mablu's right. You're a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me. Oh. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to people in true Pelu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved the same result. You should be proud of the accomplishments which earned you your keystone. Check DMs when you can. Yeah. Second. Yeah, check it after this cutscene. One last peg. Oh my. Five more to go. No rush. I'm rushing. I'm rushing now. You're well on your way, Third Promise. We'd have been lost without you, Mablu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and your customs. It might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Wuklamont. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. Excuse me. Tobley, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I've loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my wards lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide, yet never once have I wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mablu. It gladdens me to hear you found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. Thank you, Tobley. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, Third Promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. And I suggest you talk to the Yak Hoi. You did it. Hey, good shit, Crimson. Good stuff. Congratulations. How's it feel? And once ruled over far more than the Urkopacha and the Pelu Pelu. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Yaktaral and its people. During that era, the Pelu Pelu were commanded to search for a city of gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, what could the Yakhoi have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated?